Hi guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be yet another Mandela effect video for you guys. Y'all already know I love the Mandela effect. I love talking about it. I love thinking about it, and it's really fun for me. Honestly, a lot of you guys still really love these videos, which honestly makes me so damn happy because I genuinely love doing them. You guys also send me Mandela effects constantly all the time on TikTok and Instagram. It makes me so happy. Without further ado, let's get into the Mandela effects. Okay, so the first Mandela effect that I want to talk about is Tupperware. There is a viral meme. I mean, it was viral a while ago from the Hey Babe podcast. In the video, Chris calls Tupperware with a B, and Sal's like, it's Tupperware, like it's always been Tupperware. And I swear to God that this is actually a Mandela effect. Remember it being Tupperware. I have never in my life said Tupperware wrong. To me, that's wrong. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this because I don't know if I'm just fucking crazy, but it is something that I've been thinking about. All right, the next Mandela effect that I want to talk about is the Scream painting. A lot of people have been pointing out recently how the Scream painting looks completely different from what you remember. I remember the Scream painting being like way more in detail. This is what I remember the Scream painting looking like versus what it actually looks like. No. Please tell me that you guys also think that this is weird. I don't know. I just feel like I've never seen it look like that. And it's honestly one of those paintings that I feel like I know really well in my head, and it just looks completely different. Let me know what you guys remember. All right, the next Mandela effect is actually about a true crime case of the Lindbergh baby. So a lot of people always remember the Lindbergh baby never being found. This was a child who went missing. He was kidnapped on March 1st of 1932. A lot of people, including myself, remember the Lindbergh baby never being found. Like, I thought it was inconclusive. It was an unsolved case. I for sure think this because I do a lot of unsolved mysteries on this channel, and I swear that this was one of them. This was definitely just one that I have looked into multiple times and debated talking about because it was an unsolved case. However, it was solved. Lindbergh baby was found, sadly passed away, and it was solved. Like, they knew who did it. Anyone else? Like, I know this one's pretty popular. I've seen a lot of people write to me saying that they remember the Lindbergh baby never being found. I'm 100% sure that I remember it being an unsolved case. Please let me know what you remember, because this one really fucked me up because, like I said, I research unsolved cases all of the time, you know, deciding which ones to talk about in videos, and this was definitely one of the ones that I thought was an unsolved case. So please let me know what you guys remember because I just don't like that. All right, the next Mandela effect comes from The Wizard of Oz. I personally always remember the line, "Fly, my pretties, fly," when she's talking to the flying monkeys. Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West. Just realized how annoying it is of me to refer to her as Elphaba, but I am a theater girly at heart, and like, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be annoying. Sorry. So I always remember the Wicked Witch saying, "Fly, my pretties, fly." She never says that. She actually just says, "Fly, fly, fly."
Now fly! Fly!
This drove me crazy because I'm pretty sure in Wicked, she actually does say, "Fly, my pretties, fly." Please let me know what you guys remember. If you remember just "fly, fly, fly," honestly, I would love to hear it because I totally disagree, and I just don't think anyone would actually remember that. I mean, if you do remember that, I'm not calling you a liar, but I'm not calling you a truther. The next Mandela effect drove me fucking crazy. I have never seen this, and I feel like I've always been a moon bitch because you know what? I used to be so obsessed with H2O, Just Add Water. This was like my favorite freaking show as a kid. I swore that I was going to become a mermaid. I thought I am. I still think that there is a possibility. No, I'm just kidding, but well, I'm not. The thing is that I'm just not. As a kid, I used to do mermaid spells to become an H2O mermaid. I had a mermaid tail. I was all in. And that means that I was very aware of the moon phases because I used to think that the hot tub in my backyard was a moon pool and would I don't think I could even stay up that late, but I thought that at midnight when the full moon was over, the moon pool, you know, it would bubble up. I was just basically a psycho. Just ignore that. But I knew the moon phases. I was very into it, and I have personally never seen a crescent moon being anywhere other than the left or the right side. Like, it's always on the side, correct? Apparently not. Crescent moons could be on the top and bottom, and I have literally never heard of that in my life. All right, the next Mandela effect that I want to talk about is the Pillsbury Doughboy. This one has been popping off on TikTok lately, which is weird because I'm pretty sure that I covered it a few years ago, but we'll talk about it again. And it is that the Pillsbury Doughboy, I always remember him having a little blue scarf, a little blue ascot. Is that what that's called? Cute little moment. His scarf has always been white, which to me aesthetically makes no fucking sense. Like, why would you do that? I just can't imagine a scenario of why it would look like that, because like it just blends in with his body. It makes no sense. Why would I don't know why they would do that, especially because the logo is blue. It makes sense for the scarf to be blue. It matches. It's blue. Am I fucking wrong? Because something about that just ain't right. All right, the next Mandela effect that I want to talk about is shocking that I would even know this, because if you know me, I mean, honestly, I feel like you can tell by just looking at me. I don't know shit about sports. I really, really fucking don't. However, I did watch the World Cup. I was entertained by it. Like, the last 30 minutes-ish I watched. I 100%, not in the World Cup, but I remember looking him up after. I remember Mbappe. I remember him having pink hair at some point. Like, I vividly remember seeing pictures of him with pink hair. And I saw this on TikTok that apparently he has never had pink hair, and he actually had blue hair. I just am flabbergasted by this and pissed off. Please tell me, especially if you're a huge soccer or football fan, please let me know what you guys remember, and if you remember this pink hair, because I could see it so well. The next Mandela effect is one that pisses me off because I actually don't agree with it, and it makes me so mad because everyone asks me to talk about it and I'm like, bitch, you're just wrong. I was quite literally Full House's like maybe biggest fan. One, because I was obsessed with Mary Kate and Ashley, but two, because my name is Michelle, so naturally I lied to everyone as a child and told them that I was named after Michelle from Full House. I like how I say as a child. I'm sure that I've said that in the last 5 years, but then I've told them I was joking, but I just know I have. I make that joke before, so. Anyway, Full House, this man, what do you refer to him as? Just Joey. He has never been Uncle Joey, which a lot of people seem to disagree with me about. A lot of people remember him being called Uncle Joey, and I just got 2 words for you. No, bitch. He was always just Joey in my eyes and in my heart, but a lot of you guys remember him being called Uncle Joey. Like, so many people didn't believe me that there's not a single episode of Full House where they refer to him as Uncle Joey. He has always just been Joey. Every single episode. Every single one. Fact check me, bitch. I'm positive. I know this. They've never called him Uncle Joey. Let me know what you guys remember, though. Although I know, for some reason, a lot of people remember Uncle Joey. So I guess I'm just from a different timeline. Alright, the next Mandela effect has to do with the Converse logo. I feel like I talked about this eons ago, honestly. But a lot of you have been tagging me in it recently, so I think I just have a new audience, but I'm not sure. But the Converse logo, a lot of people remember the little star being on the outside of the shoes. This is how I remember it, 100,000%. I grew up wearing Converse. I still wear Converse to this day. However, no ma'am, they have always been on the inside of the shoe, and I just feel like, why would they do that? To me, this genuinely just makes no sense, because I feel like the aesthetic of having them on the outside would be way cuter, but I'm also not a fashion designer, so I don't know, but that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys remember, though. Alright, the next Mandela effect I want to talk about is this TikTok sound / I feel like it could have honestly been on Vine. It's been that long.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This TikTok sound, everyone remembers being by Kim Kardashian, but really it's always been Katy Perry. Personally, I remember it being Katy Perry, but I would like to hear your opinions because it seems like a lot of people remember it being Kim Kardashian. I feel like it's definitely something Kim Kardashian would have said. And honestly, it makes more sense for Kim Kardashian to have said it. Like, I feel like Katy Perry doesn't like talk like that, so I would like to hear your opinions. Alright, the next Mandela effect is all about Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. A lot of people remember Sandy Cheeks having a backpack with an oxygen tank in the show SpongeBob. Like, that being her costume. Personally, I was not the biggest SpongeBob fan, so I honestly do not even know. But I would like to hear your opinions on this because I am not sure. It feels like it makes sense for her to have a backpack with a, oxygen tank. And I feel like I can kind of picture that. Because theoretically, if a squirrel was scuba diving, like, she would need an oxygen tank, like, backpack thing that, you know, people use scuba diving. Like, also, is SpongeBob supposed to be realistic? Like, no. So I don't know, but please let me know, especially if you're a huge SpongeBob girly. I'm not sure. The next Mandela effect I want to talk about is from the movie Grease. Grease was my favorite movie as a child. I was just obsessed with fucking John Travolta. Honestly, kind of embarrassing now, like, you know, looking back and given everything that he's like into, which maybe I'll make a video about Scientology one day because it interests me, but it also terrifies me, so probably not. Anyway, I always remember the lyrics to Greased Lightning being, "This car could be systematic, ultramatic, hydromatic, it could be greased lightning." Like 100,000%. That's it, right? Wrong.
This car could be systematic, hydromatic, ultramatic. Why could be greased lightning?
I swear it always ended with hydromatic. Like, honestly, like, this just annoyed me. It just sounds so wrong, and I really feel like most people will agree with me on this. If not, maybe I'm fucking crazy, but please let me know. All right, the next Mandela effect I want to talk about is Funyuns. Honestly, I've talked about Funyuns. I have, for sure. Funyuns fucking annoys me. Because what the hell is this word? I have never seen that before, and unfortunately, another incorrect hot take from Michelle, like, what's fucking new? Funyuns was my favorite chip as a kid. They were. I loved them. I don't know. It's so embarrassing because I feel like it's such, like, who chooses that as their favorite chip? Like, you're gonna choose, like, Cool Ranch Dorito or literally anything else, but Funyuns were my bitch. And I always remember Funyuns being spelled like this, 100,000%. Never have seen it spelled Funyuns. No. Please, please, please let me know what you guys remember on that, because the way that it's spelled now honestly just makes me feel sick. The last Mandela effect I want to talk about before we get into our emoji Mandela effects comes from High School Musical. This one actually really fucked me up. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, bitch. Some of you guys showed me this on TikTok. This iconic scene where Sharpay and Ryan are about to audition. I always remember them going, ma, 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 100,000%. 100,000%. They don't do that in this scene. Just watch the scene. It seems so empty to me. Don't get me wrong, they do it in the movie. However, it's just at like a point where they're in their dressing room. I just disagree. I remember it 100% being with the red curtain in the background and them doing it right there. Like 100,000%. Please tell me that someone else is as fucked up about it as I am. Like, yes, like I said, it exists in the other scene, but I don't even remember that other scene. Like, I feel like this is the scene. That's the iconic scene with the ma, ma, ma. Wrong. Wrong. And I'm very upset by this. Alright, so the last Mandela effects we're going to be talking about are emoji Mandela effects. You guys already know. I love emoji Mandela effects. I think they're cute and funny, and also they are stupid, but like, I like them. It's just like, why do we remember it? It's kind of actually fucks me up the most in a weird way, because I'm like, how the hell do you mean to tell me that we all remember this specific image? Like, we can picture it in our minds, collectively remember it, and then for it just to have never existed at all is actually a pretty crazy concept that kind of beats, I think, most Mandela effects out of the water. I think the emoji Mandela effects might be the craziest ones that I have ever personally encountered, so let's dive into them. The first emoji I want to talk about is the lava lamp emoji. I can picture this so well in my head. I feel like it is purple, it is red, it's orangey, it's cute. I've used it before, I swear. It's just never existed. And I just feel like that's so incorrect. Please, please, please let me know if you remember it as well, because what? Next one is the igloo emoji. Don't even get me started on this. The fact that this doesn't exist and never has is mind-boggling. Like, honestly, crazy. I just see it so well, and I feel like it makes so much sense. Why wouldn't there be an igloo emoji? There's a fucking emoji for like everything. Why no igloo? The next one that I saw people talking about, which I personally do not remember, but I mean, like, I would think that they would have it, is a xylophone emoji. I don't know. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on this because I personally don't remember it, but let me know. Next emoji that I remember is the blueberry muffin emoji. I cannot believe that this does not exist, especially coming from a baker. I love baking. I used to think I was going to grow up to be cake boss. Obviously I'm not, but I did feel like that was my career path. I remember there being a blueberry muffin emoji, like very well. Positive of it. I feel like it had a little purpley blue kind of casing, like cupcake casing, and then it's the muffin and there's like little blueberries in it. 100,000%, please let me know. And the last emoji Mandela effect that I want to talk about is the starfish emoji. There has never been starfish emoji, which I find this to be so wrong on so many levels because I can picture it. First of all, I feel like it was a corally pink color and it just never existed. But not only that, it's just like, why wouldn't that exist? It's another emoji where it makes no sense to me that it doesn't exist. Like they have a fucking pufferfish, but not a starfish. Like, starfishes are popular. I just don't understand why they wouldn't have it. But that is it for today's Mandela effects video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any Mandela effects that you want me to talk about. Also, if you have any personal Mandela effects, let me know as well because I love reading about them. I think they're so interesting. That is it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, and subscribe for new videos every week, and I will see you guys later. Bye!